Yay Media Group.
Hey guys, it's Stephanie.
I'm Trey.
This is your weekly dose of BS.
Big news in Bachelor Nation last week. We're recording this on a Monday, so I'm really excited to see what happens by the time this actually comes out. But The Bachelor, ABC Warner Brothers has fully pulled this season of The Bachelorette.
How did they not know that video is out? I saw that video years ago. I was shocked that she was if I'm being honest, I was shocked that she was a Bachelorette. I'm not saying people can change, but I also just don't really love, first of all, I'm not like a huge fan of hers, but also when somebody has something like that, domestic violence out there, like why even risk that as a network? It was
absolutely a huge
insane.
risk.
Yes. But also her kid was in, I don't know if the whole video came out, but it was like a 2023 thing. I remember seeing it because it was like right when the Mormon Wife show came out. But I mean, like she was throwing things at this guy. I don't know what the relationship was like, but I just feel like violence is never the answer. And she was like throwing things at him. Her kid was in the room. It's, again, I know people can change, but I just don't know if that person needs to be the Bachelorette.
Well, I guess there was another incident though recently that happened, which is what pulled the video back out. But I agree with you. It was absolutely a risky move on ABC's part to make her the Bachelorette. I get they want to leverage the popularity of that show, but again, like we're just putting like bad people on really high platforms, and then are we shocked when they fall off of them? I don't know.
Yeah, it's just super strange.
So something that I did notice is while the show is being reported as canceled by an ABC representative, no one has been named. And she is also still all over Bachelor Nation's website. So I don't think ABC has actually pulled the show yet.
Do you think they're going to do it streaming and see how it does?
I think they're waiting to see what the demand is. If people really want to see it, they'll air it. And then they're probably going to make more money than they ever would have with the extra press that's now been added around this season. But if they don't, these episodes cost about $2 million a pop to make. So in total, I read that they're in somewhere between 30 and 35 million when you add in the marketing budget.
Well, I don't feel sorry for them because again, I was not shocked to see these videos. I vaguely remember seeing stuff like I said, I think it was in 2023. And, but they had to know that. Like they're not dumb. These networks know this. I'm sure they do a deep dive on especially somebody who's on such a high profile show. But I mean, I don't really watch The Bachelor anyways, but nor would I I don't know the girl. Do I think people can change? Yes. But I also don't think those people need a platform on a dating show where they're trying to find love. And I just am not I think it was very risky for them to do that with her. And I don't know. The Bachelor makes some interesting choices, though. They've always made some really interesting choices.
Well, so before this even happened, there was talks that ABC was going to sue her because she was kind of dropping hints as to who she picked from the season before it even aired.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to say it. Like, I'm a mom of 2 boys, and I would not want my boys to go on a show with somebody who has tried to like throw things and beat up their boyfriend in front of their, I just wouldn't. Maybe that's wrong. I just would not want my kids to do it. If I were a guy, I would be like, that's a big red flag. So yeah, I don't know. It's so strange. I
saw someone post on TikTok. They were like, if we're canceling The Bachelorette because of domestic violence issues, when are we canceling the NFL?
It's a lot. There's a lot of, yes, it's a lot of, but also.
When are we canceling football season?
It's a dating show. It is a dating show where she is trying to find love with, it's just strange. It's also like back in my day, like when I remember watching the first Bachelorette ever, I think her name was Trista Sutter, whatever her name is. And my grandmother, I'll never forget this because my grandmother was in the hospital dying. I'm like, this is the only way I can really say. And like for months, I would go back and forth between Oklahoma State and Tulsa. And when I was in the hospital, we would sit and watch The Bachelorette. And I think back in the day, the people they chose to be like the Bachelor and the Bachelorette were people that you would like want your kid to marry or that you would want. They were people that you like were such good people or that, that they had such a high standard for who they were. and they didn't go in blindly. And if things did come out that the person wasn't great, it wasn't something the network knew in advance. And I just feel like they just kind of aren't as choosy anymore. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's
I
weird.
feel like the show went down when it became like the thing to do to get popular.
Yeah. Because back in the day, it was like really, I mean, I just remember it being like so sweet. Like that girl, the guy that she ended up marrying would like write her poems all the time. And, you know, as a girl, you're like, oh, I want to marry somebody like that. Like it was just
like
very
Sean
romantic.
and Catherine's season was great.
Yeah.
JoJo's season was great. Colton's season was kind of where we lost the plot a little bit.
It's just crazy. Yeah. The whole thing's just, it's just not what it used to be. And I think they need to go back to just like finding like these wholesome, good people who just really want to find love. And, you know, also have you like looked at the people? Like I remember back when it first happened, it was like every like normal looking people, like everyone, I mean, the girls were, but they were like, if you look, just go look. And I'm telling you, there's something to this. Now they all look like Instagram models. Like they all like, everyone's trying to be famous. Back then it was just like these everyday normal people that wanted to find love. It was a very different, it felt just so genuine, and it doesn't anymore. Like now they're trying to find a villain. They're trying to find, you know, there has to be like all these people that kind of check boxes.
What I do love, though, more than the Bachelor and Bachelorette series is the Golden Bachelor series. Now that is entertaining.
So much better. Yeah. No,
so
I
much
do
better.
too. That's really sweet. But again, I think it's because it's genuine. And, you know, I don't know. We'll see. I will be, if I were them, I would leave it alone. I kind of feel bad for the guys that went on there.
Yeah, they like put their jobs on hold for 3 months to film the show.
Yeah, you kind of go on there, and you know, a lot of people probably do think this is their, you know, 5 minutes of fame, and so I do feel bad for them. But I don't know. I don't even feel bad for the network because they should know that this was going to be something. You know, I mean, they really should.
I had a friend that auditioned for The Bachelor and went as far as to being flown to LA. She was chosen to be a contestant on The Bachelor. So she was one of 24. And I remember she said during her interview process, they asked her about like if she had like any toxic ex-boyfriends or all this stuff. And she said yes, and kind of went into a little bit. And then they flew her to LA, and I think she was going to be like in a hotel for like 2 or 3 days. And then they were going to like bring everyone over to the house. And while she was in the hotel, they would not let her have her cell phone. She could not leave. And they would kind of come in periodically and just like talk to her. But she ended up demanding her cell phone back, packing her luggage, and leaving the hotel before she even went to the house, because they kept coming in and they kept trying to get more and more information on this ex-boyfriend. And she was like, no, this was like an abusive, physically abusive situation. And they were like, well, do you have friends that still talk to him? And she said it almost felt like they were trying to like get his phone number. And she was like, if you're trying to like bring him in, I'm not doing this.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And so she ended up just feeling like, I got to go. And so she took her stuff and left and flew home and was like, I'm not. But it also kind of reminds me of like the Tyra Banks stuff where they like really try to dig, like what can they get out of you that's really going to make you squirm? And that was one she's like, that's not worth it. Not doing this.
Yeah, it's crazy. I saw this thing on TikTok of like when Tyra Banks, that whole series came out, like I think it was like 3 episodes of that modeling show, whatever, to America's Next Top Model. And then all these people are very funny. This new generation people are very, very funny. So then everybody was creating their own, like behind the scenes, like, you know, my aunt died and then they're like doing an underwater thing, like how she like kind of capitalizes on their trauma, which is very true, I think, in a lot of ways with reality TV. I don't know. It's interesting. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's a 50-50 shot. I think that if they do something, they will do it on streaming to see how it goes. And then they're just kind of hedging their bets.
All right, we got to take a break real quick, but we will be right back. Okay, I have news.
What?
Zach and I bought a house over the weekend.
Did you really? How did I not know this?
I texted you.
Oh, shoot. Trey, I have been like so...
I've also sent you like 9 TikToks and 3 links to shoes I think you should buy. You responded to none of it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just, you know what? I was on spring break. I was just... I don't know. How did I not see this?
I don't know.
I didn't even see the house. I literally have just been whenever I'm in Montana, I swear to you, I'm just in Montana. Like it's the one place I go to and then I'm just like dead to the world. I could never live there full time because I feel like I would be a hermit. Like I'm so happy there that I just am like.
Just almost too happy.
Like almost too happy. Oh my gosh. Okay, so tell me about this house.
It's ugly. It's gonna
wait. Where is it? Is it in Dallas or?
Yes, it's in a great location. It's in Preston Hollow, right across from your kids' old school, their first school.
Okay. Lamplighter.
Yeah.
Okay. They don't go there anymore, so I don't care. Yeah.
Well, I live across the street. So over there, I have been looking for something that we can like put some work into and like add some value because we've been looking at homes for like 2 years to try to buy. And everything is just getting so expensive. And when I'm looking at things in our price range, I'm like, this doesn't feel like what we're paying for, especially these new construction homes. Like they're built paper thin.
Yeah.
So I was like, I really want something like older that we can renovate. So we found this home that was owned by this lady. Her and her husband lived there for like 32 years. They had like all this crazy expensive like artwork and chandeliers and stuff. So there's like this insane security system, but they like fully like customize this home. So it's a great house. It's just dated. So we're going to come in and like bring it up to date, add some value to it, live in it for a few years, sell it, once our kid can
I'm like
do
literally
more than crawl.
sitting over here trying to find it. Wait, when did you send me this?
It's not, I probably didn't send you pictures of it because it looks ugly right now.
Oh my gosh, Trey, then I can see the before and after. Wait, but when did you say that you bought a house? I don't see any message from you.
I'm pretty sure I told you that.
No. Friday, nope. I don't think so. Nope. How could you keep that from me?
I didn't.
No, you didn't. Yeah. I was like, wait, I think I would have noticed this. Okay. So you're super excited and you're going to do like did you have somebody come and tell you how much the renovation will be? Because Travis and I are getting ready to move out for renovation and it's shocking the amount that it actually costs.
I have a good general estimate of what we're going to be working with, but I also know what we can spend to still keep us within like a price range that has the profit margin I'm looking for. Yeah. So there's nothing that's like urgent I need to do to it, but there's definitely stuff that we're going to do to it.
So like, what do you want to do? Do you want to keep the kitchen, get the kitchen?
New kitchen, new bathrooms really is the gist of it.
I would agree. Yeah.
So I feel like that's important. Yeah. And then I'll do new floors. The floors are fine now, but I'm going to want new floors. So overall, I know that with my budget for renovation, I can easily accomplish amazing bathrooms and kitchens, and the rest will just be extra.
Yeah. You love the floors?
The floors I'll redo. The floors are fine now, but I'll redo them.
Okay. Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, I know. I'm really excited.
So what are you doing with your current house? You're just
selling it.
You're just going to sell it. You're not going to rent. You're kind of thinking.
I want to rent it. Zach really does not want to be a landlord. He feels like, and I feel like this is everyone feels like their current house is a shithole and it's falling down. Like everyone feels that way. By the time they're ready to get rid of it, Zach especially feels like our house is going to fall down. It's not. But I was like, okay, we'll sell this house. He's like, I'd rather keep the next house as a rental. I was like, all right, fine. So
that's exciting.
We've compromised and we will sell our house.
And you're right. Like it's hard. Travis and I we still need to find a place to live for like a year and 3 months, something like that, while we renovate our home in Dallas. And for a hot minute, he was like, I feel like we could buy something cheaper than renting. And maybe he's right. He probably is right. But then I went and looked.
Yeah. He was like something like around like $1.5 million. And I was like,
yeah, he was like, maybe we'll just buy something and then, turn around and sell it. And Trey took me to see one house and I was like, absolutely not.
And I said, this is why it's taking me so long to find a house.
Yes. And I was like, and it was like 1.7 or 1.8 million. And then the house looked great until you got in the neighborhood. And I was like, nope. Yeah.
God, Dallas is just getting so expensive.
It's crazy. It's nuts. I went and bought gas yesterday. I was like, oh my Lord. Yeah, it's so expensive.
God, that's a whole nother problem.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, congratulations. That's
thanks.
exciting.
I'm really excited.
And this is like how many bedrooms?
It's 4 bedrooms. It's on a third of an acre. It's a 1-story house.
Ooh, I love 1-story homes.
It's not as big as what Zach was wanting, but being 1 story, I think it's plenty of space for this next phase of our life.
Yeah.
He was wanting like 4,000 plus square feet. This is like 3,200. I was like, that's a great
I feel like that's a really great size.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's a really good size.
I'm excited to just like, because anything we've seen, we've wanted to do something to. So I'm like, let's just buy something a little bit less expensive because we're going to put money into it anyway. And make it exactly what Zach's dreaming of.
Yeah. That's exciting.
Yeah. I know. I'm really excited.
Oh, I'm super happy for you guys.
So I just need to get it done before I have a baby in my hand. That's the goal.
You will.
Yeah.
You'll
I will.
Done.
Oh, I will be like a dog on a bone with this thing.
You should go. There's this place in the design district. It's so expensive. You're not going to buy your cabinets from there because it's so expensive. And I'm very high maintenance, and I will say it's so expensive. But it's called, I think, Christopher Peacock. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, very expensive.
I went and looked at like kitchen, like cabinets and stuff, just to kind of look with our designer. And they're beautiful, but I will not be buying from them. They're but they're
so
beautiful.
Expensive. They're very pretty.
They make their kitchen like kind of like furniture is what the lady said. Really, really. Yeah. It's spectacular, gorgeous stuff. If you just want to go there and get some ideas.
So one of the best things I've done, and I can walk into a house and like see the vision. Zach is not that way. He needs to like see the vision on paper. So I've probably done this to like 25 houses. And I'll do this for like other clients too. If they're looking at something that's like older that needs some remodeling, take the listing photos, put them in ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to create you a rendering and kind of give a general description of like your style, your vibe, and they will make renderings for you. And
that's amazing.
Wonderful. And if you give a budget, it's like, and here's how we're going to spend it. And I'm like, this is lovely. ChatGPT is my therapist. ChatGPT knows me better than anyone. And that's probably a little concerning.
No, it is, because I will talk to ChatGPT all the time. And sometimes I use it as my therapist, and it knows my kids' names. Like they'll be like, are you talking about Chance or Cruz? I'm like, wait, you are really paying too much attention. Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Do you do the talking feature on ChatGPT?
The what?
There's a talking feature where like you can just like, you press the button and she'll just talk to you and you can pick her voice. And you can determine what it calls you. But I will be in the car and her and I will just chat sometimes about things. I'll just have questions and she'll answer them.
Oh my gosh. Travis uses, what is it, Grok or something? I don't know which one he uses, but he uses something, and then he is so annoying with it because he'll be like, I'll be in the car with him and he'll be like, whatever the person's name is, tell my wife how much I love her. And then she'll say, and I'm like, oh my God, shut up right now. And then she'll say something and he's like, make it more obnoxious. And then she'll go on. I'm like, this is the most miserable car experience. He'll do the same thing with our kids. Like he'll like have them just annoy us. Like tell Cruz how wonderful he is. And then they'll just go on this tangent of, it's really sweet, but not if it's like, an AI doing it.
I don't use Grok. Google has one of us at Gemini. That one's ChatGPT though, I feel like they're censoring it because I used to be able to ask it more questions, and now it's like trying to not give me legal advice or medical advice. I'm like, no, give me that. I need that.
Oh my gosh, I do. Okay, so this is so dumb, but I will do it before I make trades. I'll like give them a chart and ask them, and it'll give me answers until it doesn't, and then it'll try to cut me off. But then so it'll give me the answer and then it'll delete it real quick and say, I can't do this. And then I just screenshot the answer before they delete it and say they can't do it. But I use it for way too much stuff.
I'm very interested to see where AI is or how AI impacts the education system. And I think it's going to be very far behind, but I'm curious to see what the education system is teaching around that kind of technology in the next 5 years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's going to make us dumber. Okay, let's take a break real quick and we'll be right back. No, I do think it's making us dumber because I have two kids that are in school. And did you know that there's like one, like, I don't know if it's an app or what it is, but you can literally have a math problem that you're doing and you can have your phone and just like take, I don't know if it's a picture or whatever, and it will tell you exactly how to do the math. Like it'll give you like the answer and everything. I think I just feel like it makes me lazy. I will email my kids' teachers and I will have my like ChatGPT do it for me. I'll be like, this is what I'm wanting to convey.
Oh, yeah. No, I will, every message I send, especially if I'm looking to be a bitch, I will put it in ChatGPT and be like, make this worse. Yes. Or make this, I really do But that's just us working smarter, not harder.
Yeah. And then here's my thing. And then ask if you really want to be rude to somebody, if you're like wanting, say, what is our thing?
Stephanie and I did this. How would this message make you feel if you received this? There was one that we typed up, but it was a good one. And then ChatGPT made it worse. And I was like, oh, better. And then we're like, how does this make you feel? And it was like, this would make me feel like a pile of shit. I said, perfect. Send.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Or if you want to if you're like sending something and you don't want to be too harsh, you can run it through and, kind of, I
don't use that feature much, but yes.
Trey's like, I want to make him feel as bad as possible. But yeah, I use it in that. Yeah. And I use like to figure out the psychology behind why people do the things they do.
Yes,
it's very interesting. I'm like, what kind of person does this? What are their motives? Why would you? Yeah. And they're very like,
I love uploading a screenshot.
As a psych major, it's very accurate a lot of times.
It is.
It's very accurate.
And it'll tell you like how they're going to respond next.
Yep.
It's,
Like, 100%. Like you can really get behind the psychology of people and figure out, highly recommend it. I don't use it probably for good.
We use it for evil. But if you're using it for, solve the world's problems, good for you.
Yeah. But I think you can really figure out like how people work and how they, especially these people that aren't like good people, you can kind of figure them out. Yeah. It's interesting. Okay. So I am watching a new show.
What is it?
It's so good. I don't even know if it's a new show, but it's so good that Travis and I watched it together. And Travis was like, I'm not going to go. Like it was like 12:30 a.m. And Travis was like, and he's like somebody that falls asleep after 5 minutes of every show we've ever watched. And he's like, I am never going to go to sleep. I have to force myself to turn this off.
What was it?
And it's called Girl. Hold on, let me find it. It's on Paramount Plus. And it is called...
I can't handle one more subscription. I don't even know what I'm subscribed to at this point.
You don't have Paramount Plus?
I probably do. I feel like I pay for everything at this point.
My brother-in-law has every subscription, and I just call him and say, what's your password and username? And half my stuff isn't even on ours. It's called Girl Taken on Paramount Plus.
Okay. What's it about?
It is so good. It is about this guy who's a teacher, and it's right up my alley. It's like a true kidnapping thing, but it's not like a documentary. It is a 6-episode series, and he kidnaps this girl who's a student. He's a teacher, and holds her hostage for like 5 years. I'm probably giving way too much away. He's married, but he has like a cabin in the middle of nowhere. So he's telling his wife he's like writing his book, but he really has this 18-year-old held captive.
Oh.
And it's so he like helps like with the search and rescue missions. And anyways, really, really interesting. The girl gets pregnant. Watch it, even though I've told you the whole thing.
What's it called?
Girl Taken. It's so good. It's on Paramount Plus. Highly recommend if you just want something that's great. I mean, I think Travis and I are 4 out of 6 episodes in, and you just think at some point, okay, like this is going to be over soon. And then more things happen. So anyways, it just keeps going. It's so well done. Really, really, really good. You should steal somebody's Paramount Plus user ID and password. If they ever take that away, I'm not going to have anything to watch, because I think the only one Travis and I really have is like Hulu and Netflix. And Netflix is now stingy. They're like, you can pay an extra $5 if you want to add somebody else. I'm like, listen, I used to get that stuff for free. Yeah, it's really good.
Oh my gosh, I tell you, I went to the Houston rodeo.
Uh-uh.
What an experience.
Was it good?
Yeah.
When were you in Houston?
Well, okay. I went last weekend to Houston. Only reason I went to the Houston rodeo was because Kelly Clarkson was performing. And they bring in all these big artists. The rodeo is like 2 weeks long, but they bring in a big artist every night to like get people to the rodeo. I didn't realize the rodeo is raising money for like local kids. Like it's actually like a nonprofit. So they bring in these big artists to sell the tickets, and they do. And Kelly Clarkson was one of them. Kelly Clarkson hasn't performed in a long time. She does like her Vegas show, but I was like, I have to go see Kelly Clarkson. And we went. She was the only one that like completely sold out the rodeo. She was absolutely incredible. But the rodeo is like, it was wild how much money people spend on these animals, and then they just kill them.
Wait, what they kill? What?
They need like their DNA and stuff, but like these like goats and cows and stuff, like
yeah,
get sold for a lot, like $500,000.
For people to eat?
Well, I think they eat, but they're more so looking for like their DNA and like their genetics, and they reproduce with that. It was very fascinating. We weren't there for the whole rodeo. I was wanting to see more of it than what I saw, but there were so many people there. What I did see was kids on the back of sheep, and they were like holding on for dear life. And basically they were just trying to make it from like one gate to the next. And they were just calling these sheep like dogs to the next gate. And the goal was like to see how long you could stay on. And mind you, these kids are like between ages like 5 and 8. And if you stay on long enough, you get like a scholarship.
Oh,
so
really?
There's a lot of like good that comes out of it. Like, yeah, kids get a lot of money with this kind of thing. But it was just fascinating culture.
Oh, so who did you go with?
Well, so I took Zach with me, but I knew Zach was not going to appreciate the Kelly Clarkson concert like he should have for how much his tickets cost. So Zach's best friend came, and his boyfriend was the one that went with me to the concert because he appreciated Kelly Clarkson. I said, you can come with me. Yeah. And so we went to the concert. It was great. We cried, we laughed, we sang.
Sing like in the middle of where the animals do their thing?
Yeah, so they roll out this big stage and they are quick about it. They it's like the Super Bowl. Like this big stage comes out in like 5 minutes.
She does like a halftime show.
Pretty much, but like for an hour.
Oh, okay.
And like it was this big like star and all these things, like the star parts came out, and then there she was, sang for an hour. Then we all left. It was a wild time.
Right. You've done so much. Whenever I was gone for a week, you bought a house. You went to a rodeo.
Yes.
You like totally changed in 1 week.
So much happened. Yeah.
Yes. That's exciting.
So yeah, that was my rodeo experience. But it's a very interesting thing. Have you ever been to the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo?
We filmed there, but I didn't go to the rodeo part. We filmed in Fort Worth, right?
Mm-hmm. And I don't think I went to.
I think some of the girls did, but I did not go.
Where'd you go?
They always split you up and say, you do this, and I was doing the other thing, whatever that. I don't even know what I did. I just remember, I think maybe it was during COVID where we didn't do much of anything. What a horrible time to film. And so we went to Fort Worth, and it was okay. I mean, it was just like, it was just like we were walking, it's so hot. I remember it was just so hot. We were walking around just doing that, I'm like, oh my gosh, Lord help me. But yeah, it was not great. But I did not go to the rodeo. I went somewhere. I bet you I went shopping. I think some of us went. I don't know. It was so unmemorable. I don't even know what I did. That's how unmemorable it was.
I want to see like a bull riding thing.
With who? Me?
No, just like in general. I just want to like see like the bull riding of the rodeo, because that's just fascinating. Like they are torturing this bull, and then they throw someone on the back, and they just say, go at it. And then like you try to stay on while this thing is trying to not be castrated.
Wait, they didn't have that at the rodeo?
Well, I'm sure they did. I just didn't see it.
Okay, because
I missed that part.
Did I never take you to the Whitefish Rodeo?
No.
Oh, in Montana? They have a little hole-in-the-wall rodeo in Montana. I think it's a thing to do in the summer because it's always packed. It's on, I think, Wednesday or Thursday. And they do have bull riding.
I want to see that, because I'm sure the Whitefish one has minimal rules in liability insurance. That's
it's like interesting. It's outside. It's just packed. It's packed. You have to get tickets. It's packed. But it's a good time. They have a really good hot dog and cheeseburger.
As they should.
And yeah, Travis and I will go and just have beers and just, yeah.
Oh, it's great. Love that.
They have like Miss Rodeo, like the rodeo queens. So they have the rodeo queens there. And they'll like sell you tickets, and each ticket I think is like worth $20, and whoever they pull out of the hat like gets half the money, and then I don't know where the other half goes, but maybe to the rodeo. I don't know, but I didn't win.
What a time.
Yeah, it's great. Thank you guys so much for listening and supporting. You can follow me at Steph Holman on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.
You can follow me at Trey_Stewart. You can follow our podcast at BS Podcast, and you can watch us on YouTube at Weekly Dose of BS.
Bye.
Yay Media Group.